Righty-ho, we have a special Willie Jackson session this morning because the Fawn is joined by the Rose, Yvonne Tahana, one of our reporters. Yvonne, we had the kohanga report come out this week. 24 hours after the release of the report, the SFO was called in to investigate. What's the latest on this saga?
Well, it was actually 12 hours later that the trustee, the unnamed trustee, sent this email, which has subsequently been sent on to the SFO. The question has been all week, who was that person? And we can say that 3 people in Wellington, credible sources have told us that Tony Waho, a trustee on the Kohanga Reo National Trust, was indeed the person that sent that email through to Hikia Parata's office. Why is this so important? You know, he's a trustee who's broken ranks, and I think that is very interesting, speaking to the dynamics of the trust at this time. We tried to go to the trust for comment yesterday. They had a meeting at the Auckland Airport, motel. We were not allowed on the premises of that motel, so we were unable to talk to them. We put in calls to Derek Fox. He hung up on us. We put in calls to different trustees. We called Tony Waho this morning, left messages. We haven't heard from them.
So Tony Waho is the leak, according to the allegations here at the moment. This is kind of, what would be his agenda, Willie? What's his agenda for leaking this information to
He probably wants to be the chairman of the trust. In fact, I reckon...
But he's cutting everybody else's throat.
Well, that's what you have to do if you want to become the chair. You know, he probably wants to take out the old lady, Whae Eritana. So, look, he's done some great work out there, Tony. Maybe he's had enough. Maybe he wants more accountability. This might be what's driving him. But I have absolutely no doubt. In fact, I can confirm those people that you've talked to have talked to a number of people. So Tony's doing it. There's a power struggle in that trust, no doubt about that. And some of them probably want the old lady out, who's a matriarch, you know, being a fantastic example for our people. Just caught out a bit here, though, because there's a lot of challenges in terms of the processes, how they roll things out.
Shane Jones this week has called for a new board. But he wants the luminaries to remain where they are. Eritana, Wharehuia, Timoti, he wants them to remain there in some kind of custodial role. Is that sort of where you think they should
I don't think Jones is far off the mark. I think they need to bring some new blood in. You can't have lifetime trustees. You can't sort of say, I'm the chairman for life. You know, it's like, we know you're the chairman for life of your local kohanga, right? Well, you can't do that. So, you know, and you've got a job forever and a day. There should be some new blood in there because there's some angst out there. But I want to say there's not huge misappropriation going on in the kohanga, but the processes are wrong. The commercial arm they're arguing is on its own, but there's no doubt it's interlinked with the trust.
But this is obviously going to affect their Treaty of Waitangi claim too, because they wanted autonomy, but the government's not going to give them autonomy with all this.
Well, they may do if they get a clearance from the SFO. So the Minister, Hikia Parata's done the right thing. She couldn't do anything else, but they have to do the right thing.
And Hikia is furious with the board. That's
you can understand that. But as you know, Eritana, Timoti Karetu, Wharehuia Milroy, these people are icons in terms of Māoridom, but they need a bit of a hurry up. They need people like yourself and others on that board, great practitioners in the community. The board needs to be more reflective of Te Ao Māori, and it's not at the moment. And as well as that, they can't have 12 or 14 million in the bank, and you've got pohara kohangas out there breaking down, you know, windows falling apart and that type of thing. That seems to be the main claim. But we've got to get this right. We're not talking South Canterbury finance here, Yvonne. You know, we're talking about a bit of misappropriation process, and I just hope that they're going to get it right over the weekend.
Well, it sounds like Tony Waho thinks he's the man who's going to put it right.
Well, he's a traitor, probably, according to some of them.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Yvonne. Magnificent.
I think he's my relation too.
He probably is. Everybody is. Everybody is.